Hello everyone, welcome to the Cake King Challenge. This is going to be my Let's Play series for Farming Simulator 2025. Mara's passed, but before she passed, she gave us her recipe for cakes. They're the best cakes you've ever tasted. And her dream was to have these cakes shared with the world. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to live her dream. So we've come out here into Riverbend Springs with no money. We took out a $40,000 loan and bought a pickup truck, a trailer, a mower, and an axe. That's all we've got with us. We're going to try and make something out of nothing. A cake empire. The end goal for this series is going to be to profit $1 million from cakes alone. That's going to be the goal that we're going to try and work towards. So I'll get a little bit more into all of the things. We are playing as realistically as we can. We do have some mods installed. Ideally, these mods are designed to make it either more immersive or realistic, or sometimes even more difficult. Very rarely are they to make the game easier. So I guess we should get stuck into it. I guess the first thing we're going to need to do is make some money. We have $0 and no direction here, but I have an axe and I have a mower. So I'm thinking contracts. Now, a rule that I've set a couple of rules, and one of those first rules is going to be that we are not going to have any sort of do any sort of contracts that we don't own the equipment for. We can't rent any of the equipment. And luckily though, we've been very lucky here. We have a deadwood contract to start off. So we're going to accept this contract, I guess. And we'll head on over there down near field 91 on the other side of the ferry. Field 91 shouldn't be far from here. Now I'm not going to be able to transport these trees yet. Let's have a look here. Oh, I'm right on top of it. Okay, so it must be behind me in these trees here. So we'll go up the dirt road here. And we shall have a look. Now. Does have the contract in the top right. Are we in the right area? It looks like we are. Oh goodness, this is already going to be tough. So I think we're looking for dead trees, right? I think this is one. I think they're supposed to be marked. Ah, perfect. Our first one. We're going to chop down our first tree of the series here. I've never used the axe. Okay, so it works just like a chainsaw. And then that one falls down. That's 12% done. And now all we're going to do is try and find the rest of these deadwoods. I think I can see one in the background behind us. So let's go have a look at that. Make sure it's got a red mark. It does have a red mark. So we'll chop this one down. As I said, there's not really going to be any way that I can really carry these. I guess I could maybe fell one onto the trailer, but I am aware, I did my first deadwood contract today, and I am aware that they really don't give you anything for them. Here's another one. Every dollar does count though right now, so we may have to look at what we can do here. Maybe we can chop them up into small pieces and then get some on the trailer. Might have to cover up the lawnmower. We'll see how we go for time. Okay. Down it goes. Timber! See a couple up this mountain as well. I wonder if they are part of it. Sometimes finding these trees is the most difficult part. But not to worry. We will figure it out. Okay, so we found another one here. Now look, I did want to start with the lawnmower. I've noticed a lot of people do start with, you know, an axe or a chainsaw, and they immediately go into logging. And the reality is, I guess that's the only way to make some money off the initial start. So we'll try and, you know, our goal is to just try and make it through to a mowing contract or two. We'll buy another piece of equipment. I guess we'll be going for something that we can use to do another contract and another contract until we can eventually get a field and a tractor, that sort of thing. I want to say we got 1, 2 more trees to fell. Tell you what, they're tough to find. Got to be on the edge here somewhere. We are right on the edge. Maybe it's in... hidden in with all this brush. Oh, what is this one here? Aha. It was trying to hide from us. Trying to hide from us, but it cannot hide from us. And that is that one done. Now what we'll do is we'll cut up a couple here and we'll see if we can get a trailer fill. Okay, first trees here. Let's chop it up and fill up the trailer. I think the default limit is 200 kilos for a piece that we can move by hand, which we have just lucked out there and gone and got that. Okay. And we have tree number 2 on. I feel like, let's see how much we get for these 2 trees. I think there was maybe about 7 more in there. We'll see how much we get for these 2 before we decide on if we're going to come back for more. Otherwise we can look at the next contract. Now my understanding is that we do need to sell these trees before we complete the deadwood contract, or they will disappear. Alrighty, we are here now. Let's unstrap these. And I think we have to go up here and sell them. So we made $300, which isn't terrible for the 2 trees. $150 per tree. I mean, it's not very good, but you know, we're starting out small, but then we also just made a nice $1,200. So we're almost at $1,500 after the first contract. You ask me, that's pretty bloody good. What other contracts are there that are out? Whoa, okay, now we're talking. Now we are talking. We do have some mowing contracts. Perfect. Let's go ahead and take, oh, that field 11 is going to be a big one. Let's take this field 35 one, I think. I think we'll take the field 35 one. All right, and we'll head up there and do our first mowing contract. Take the small one first. We'll get used to the mower. This is a tiny little modded mower, as you can probably tell. Thought it'd be pretty fun to really try and emulate starting with nothing, you know, a real situation. See what we can earn, see what we can do. Although, to be fair, I'll mow just about anybody's lawn for $1,200. All right. So I'm pretty sure that this is field 35. It is, yeah. So let's get the mower down and get into this. All right, after quickly getting a thumbnail, let's try and get this thing on this field and get this contract done. 10 a.m. now. Let's see how this goes. Oh, she does have a bit of speed to her. We're flying. We are flying. This is the first person who's like, oh, this is fantastic. This is absolutely fantastic. We're off. We are off. I'm not quite sure what the working width is on this lawnmower. It seems to be holding up pretty alright. I am missing a few spots. I'm terrible. I'm terrible at this part. I am playing with a wheel and joystick, and I suck at it. I really suck at it. In fact, one of my favorite features to come to Farming Simulator 2025 was the GPS that makes field work an absolute breeze. But it's okay. We will get her done. And I guess, you know, the more you practice, the better you get, right? That's what I'm thinking anyway. Also, as this is the first episode, I haven't got a chance to hear anything back yet. So if you guys have any feedback on volumes or anything like this, for example, this little mower is pretty loud. I'm not sure how loud I am over it. If you guys have any feedback like that, please be sure to let me know in the comments below. I will also put a link to all of the mods that I have in the description below. So if anybody wants to, you know, try them out for yourself, you're more than welcome, obviously. Everything that I get does come from Mod Hub in-game. So I believe that everybody has access to it. Actually, that's a question for the comments. Do the console also get access to the same mods as PC when it comes to the Mod Hub in-game? Very curious about that, or if they release at different times. My understanding is that mods do get tested across all the platforms, and if they don't meet all platforms, then they don't get passed or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. Love to know the answer to that if you guys have it. I am missing so many pieces here, but it's okay. We do have to get the majority, although I do want to do a good job, as I want this person to hire me again, as we're going to need to do a lot of mowing contracts in order to get our first tractor and then into our first couple of jobs. I think that's the plan for now. We'll try and get a tractor of some sort and put that thing to work so that we can keep the contracts going, enough to be able to buy a very small field. I'm pretty sure actually the one right across from this one is like 20k, 25k or something, which might be something that we look at. But the reality is, whatever we buy, we can't really do a whole lot with, right? I think that buying a grass field might be a good idea for us, as starting out we are going with the lawnmower. But I didn't choose the lawnmower because, as I said before, I saw a lot of people doing the log cutting, and I felt like I didn't want to do a time lapse of log cutting. I don't particularly enjoy watching them all the time. They can get a bit clunky, especially with me doing them. But field work's pretty easy. I'm just going around in circles on a tiny little pocket mower here. So I thought that's something that I can time lapse. It's something that I can, you know, that I feel like most people are really good starting from scratch kind of tool that one might get. And I was banking on the fact that August, being the starting month that you drop in, would have at least one mowing contract for us to do. But we do have this one, and then we do have Field 11. Field 11 is huge. So we'll have to... That one's worth 5k. And on this thing, it becomes much longer. I have noticed that the mower, while it is fun, it does handle very difficultly on the do we call them windrows? On the lumps of grass that are coming. It's almost like it makes its own windrows, but because it's so narrow, it's really ineffective. However, there is kind of a lump of grass, and when you come down on the next pass, you can see it just bouncing around there on that lump of grass there. Still trying to figure out that working width. You can see all of the corners that I'm missing. I'm trying to get a smoother corner. Like I said, I'm very bad at this stuff. But I do want to learn. I do want to get better at it. And the only way to do that is with practice. So off we do. Speaking of practice, let's get stuck into it. And I'll see you guys when this lawn here is finished. Lawn? Field? What do we call it? I don't know. I'll see you guys when it's done. Alrighty. And our first mowing contract is complete. Just like that, we'll pick this one up and collect another $1,200, which is lovely. And then I guess we really can't let this pass us by, can we? Where is it? Oh, we got another one here. Oh, 34 for $534. I think we'll take that one as well because it's right next door here. Right next door. So let's quickly get this one done and off we go. Now, I would love to hear from you guys. What do you think that my first purchase should be? If you guys have any tips and tricks on something that I should focus on, that would be awesome as well. Like I'm not sure about getting land because there's not a whole lot I can do with land apart from chopping down trees, but typically any land that has trees on it costs more than, you know, that I can get easily. So maybe it's worth doing investing into the mowing and having a look at what we can find there, you know? Sorry, I'm still getting used to concentrating while I'm driving the mower here. It's like currently 5 a.m. for me as I'm recording this. I couldn't wait. I've been so excited to start this series for days now. I've been trying to get it done, but I wanted to make sure everything was in place. I was trying to get my controller working. It didn't end up working. Try to just get it all in place, get the time done. But we're here now. Finally doing it. The Cake King Challenge. So I feel like one of the first purchases I need to get is a tractor. Now, mod tractors are not out of the question as well. However, just getting a tractor I don't think is enough. I think I need to get a tractor and some sort of tool to expand our possibilities of doing contracts. Once we've got at least one tool, we can start looking at maybe purchasing land for year 2. Harvest season might be nice. However, like I don't know if we'll have enough to afford any sort of way to harvest it. One of the rules is no leasing equipment at all, period. No leasing equipment for contracts, no leasing equipment inside of the store. If we want it, we must save for it and purchase it. Maybe getting something like a greenhouse could be really good. I am aware of like lettuces are like significantly better than other things, and I know that I could just jump up in money by planting a bunch of greenhouses and having lettuce, and then bam, we don't have to really worry about money anymore. However, that's not really a fun way for me to play. I like chilies actually, and I love tomatoes in real life, so I'll probably be growing those as well. I will grow lettuce as well. I love lettuce. But I won't just have specialized in just the one thing just to make as much profit as possible. The goal is to become the Cake King. Absolutely, but doing one thing until we get there is, I don't know, that's not super fun to me. I like to mix it up, have a bit of variety, you know? And I expect with the Cake Challenge in particular, there's going to be so many productions going on. Is my understanding that by the time we actually get to a spot where we are just pushing out money, I don't think that it will really matter too much what we're selling. I feel like we'll be making good money anyway. Trying to think of what the cakes need. I am aware that they do need strawberries is one thing. Eggs, obviously. Milk, I think butter as well, which I'm assuming both come from cows, and that I'd probably put them into some sort of dairy farm. I haven't messed with cows before. I've done chickens, and I did my first goats today, which was a major fail because I couldn't figure out how to get the water in the And the open pen, the $14,000 open pen, I could not figure out how to get the water in that. I tried everything and couldn't figure it out. So now my goats are dehydrating. Haven't really got a game plan for that. Should focus on this. And are we coming up? We're over 50%, 60% done. This is a nice, quick, easy $500 here. Already at $2,700. I think my biggest concern really is as each month rolls past, we're going to have more and more of that loan interest killing us. Now, it is only a $40,000 loan interest. So we do want to get that paid back as quickly as possible, because we will bleed money every month. I don't know what the loan interest will be on that size loan though. Does it, I wonder if it goes up, or is it, you know, going to be like a standard $800 a month that you don't pay it? I'm curious. I guess we'll find out when we're done here. Find out when we're done with the day. Our first day so far has been a success though. One deadwood contract. We've already got one mowing contract under our belt. 70% of the way through the second mowing contract, and we'll probably, I think that we won't let that field 11 disappear. I think we'll try and scoop that one up, although I suspect that that'll be the rest of the day. But $5,000 is nothing to snuff our nose at on the first day. I'm hoping that all of these look like a lot of grass fields around me. I'm hoping that every couple of months there will be mowing contracts up for grabs, as grass does get harvested every couple of months, I believe. So that could be, that could be a really good thing for us. I didn't think about that. I did not think about that at all. Next thing I'm thinking about though is maybe cultivation. As we come into winter, we're not going to be able to afford any of the harvesting equipment, but I think baling will be too expensive for us as well. I'd love to be able to bale up this grass and then keep that for ourselves, but it'll be tough. I'm missing so many on this corners. Wow, this is a terrible job. 90% of the way done. Hopefully this person will open up the contracts again in a couple of months. He might look at this and go, you know what? No. After I opened up the contracts that one time, my field looked like it took a haircut from Edward Scissorhands. I'll have you know, I'm doing pretty good so far for me, I think. Doing lots of steering on this wheel. We're getting used to how big the working width on this machine is, I think. I certainly feel more comfortable on it. I don't know if that really counts and translates into actual productivity, but it feels better. 97%. We get a 98 here as we, yeah. This will be 99 this patch, maybe 100, but the pass on our left, that'll definitely bring it up to 100. And we'll just turn around here. There's the 99. And contract finished. All right, let's have a look here. Okay, we're doing much better than I expected, to be honest. I sort of started this and then did not have a plan of where to go after that. I just thought, you know, let's just go for it. Oh, we do have another deadwood contract. It is over by, I think field 11 is down here south of 12. Oh, we've got another one here. 45 right below us. Oh, all of the mowing contracts are just rolling in right now. How many are there? 4.75 and 4.4 acres. I think we'll take we might as well just do the whole damn block, right? I wonder if 44 is going to pop in here as well. 44 is just south of the 2 fields that we've already done. All right, let's do it. This is going to be a big field. So I will we'll end up doing a big time lapse for this one. But I'd love your guys' opinion on what kind of speed should a time lapse of this nature be. So I don't want to go too fast, but I don't want to go too slow. We've got a lot to learn out. We have a lot to learn while we do this playthrough. So here it is, field number 45, and I tell you what, from the top here on this tiny little mower, it looks very, very daunting. This looks like an enormous job. So what we'll do is we'll put her up on the corner, we'll get started, and I will time lapse this entire thing. This is going to take a minute, so let's give it a go. Okay, and as we come up, we've got 98% done on field 45. And this was a huge task on this little mower, but it did well. It did well. We've used about 1/3 of a tank of fuel, it looks like. I think we've done a pretty good job considering what we're up against. And definitely got some practice in. As you can see, I was using the GPS for the ups going up the field, and practicing with it going down the field. Worked out pretty good. I feel like I got a better coverage of it this way, especially while I'm still learning. We'll finish this off here. I imagine that it's almost like each time I come up the straight, it like does a percent. It's such a huge field. I don't like it says it's 2%, but how much is 2%? Oh, we're at 99. We're getting close. Now, We don't have a bed. We don't have a house or a home or a place to stay or anything like that. And until we can get a house, but at least for the first night anyway, as we are done now, I thought we might be able to just ask the owner here. We hand in the contract if he doesn't mind if we camp by the river, right? Just RP purposes. Might be able to camp by the river. It's a beautiful little spot here as the sun sets over Riverbend Springs. I feel like he should be okay with it. We'll ask anyway. First of all, let's get the mower put back up in the trailer. And it's going to be a little bit hard to mow any other fields. I did want to do one more contract, but I think it'll be a little bit hard with no lights. We don't have any sort of working lights for the place. So what we'll do, go about here and then we'll unload this. And I'm going to try my best to get this on the trailer. And saying that this is difficult is an understatement. But we'll give it our best shot. What we want to do, we did put wide tires on this. The only way that I found to get it up, and we're going to kind of juggle. Oh. The fourth time was not lucky, I lied. It's going to be the fifth time was lucky. There we go. Is this thing not up? There we go. And oof. Alrighty. We'll strap it down. Wonderful. Our tractor is on. We'll get in our truck. We'll collect our payday for this one. And there it is, $4,449 on top of our $3,000. We have $7,702, excuse me, for the first day's work. Pretty good considering we came in with nothing. Oh, watch out, dear. Dearie me. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Yes, so when we handed in the contract, we did ask if he's okay with us camping here by the bottom of the field by the river. He did say he was okay with it. That's just what happened, okay? It definitely happened. We don't need to question it. I'm terrible at this role-playing thing, but I want to give it a go, you know? Okay. And that is going to mark off episode 1 here of the Cake King Challenge. If you did make it this far, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And any feedback, welcome in the comments. Good or bad, I don't mind. We can learn this game together. I can learn how to do these Let's Plays together. I'm incredibly nervous for the first time, but hopefully we'll be doing lots of these to come. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.